In this installment, we're going to be going over the NFL bets for Week 8, the late slate. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for our Week 8 late slate we got going on. But before we dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetShetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 8.55 thousand subscribers. We're on our way to 10K. Because you guys are showing up each and every single day. Thanks to you guys. So continue to like and comment if you're already subscribed. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right. It is super, super important. If you're not subscribed, just click that like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It does not take any effort out of your schedule just to click that subscribe button that's right there already in front of your face. And join the community that we're building right now. All right, let's continue to push this narrative forward here. We're almost at 10K. Can we get to 9K? Hopefully by mid-November. All right, let's push it forward. And I'm relying on you guys to do so. All right, now for the Patreon, we had a pretty solid night for what was it? Saturday night? No, Friday night. Pretty solid night here. In basketball, I gave out this late parlay. It was a mix with NBA and college here, Pelicans and Boise State. That was a double up plus 110. This was my top play here, the New York Knicks. That came through. I put a little bit of boost on there, minus 134, and Pelicans by itself, and also obviously World Series Game 1. I gave out the LA Dodgers in that game, and that was a huge win there in the bottom of the 10th, grand slam by Freddie Freeman to get us that victory. All right, so if you guys want to sign up for winning plays, you go down to that description down below. You lock in with this community that we're building. You're getting daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off each and every day. All right, so NFL futures are coming up soon, and NBA futures are coming up soon in the Patreon. All right, so you guys got to lock in and do not miss out on these plays because we're already in prime position for MLB futures already. I already posted it. It posted it months ago. All right, and obviously the Dodgers are in a very good situation here right now. All right, that's the whole point. Can they get you to the final show, and can you put yourself into a hedge situation? All right, either way, you're going to win money, and that's the name of the game. All right, I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. Let's lock in. All right, first up, SoFi Stadium, LA Chargers 3-3 going up against the New Orleans Saints here 2-5. AFC versus NFC battle here. Chargers are big favorites at home, minus 350 on that money line. Comeback of the Saints at a plus 280. Point spread at 7 with the total at 41 points. All right. Public bet percentage here, 90% of the bets, 74% of the money on the side of the Chargers. For the point spread, 54% of the bets, 53% of the money on the side of the Saints. So point spread is split here between sharps and public. Sharps are on the side of the Saints, public on the side on the Chargers, but it's split down the middle. For the total points, 80% of the bets, 71% of the money towards the over 41 on the total. All right, looking at the injury report here for these two teams, Joey Bosa is trending towards playing. He got in limited all week long. DJ Shark questionable. He's been out for a minute here, but he could be trending towards playing. Darius Davis, he's more of their special teamer. He is out for this game, doubtful. Will Dissly, who had his best game of the season so far last week, he's questionable, highly questionable, but he did get it limited, so that's a positive sign on Friday. Quentin Johnston, he's going to be out. Ladd McConkey is questionable. We need to know news about him if he's going to play. He was able to get that limited practice in on Friday. That's a good sign. And Denzel Perryman, same scenario, was able to get limited on Friday. That's a good sign if he wants to play in this game on Sunday. So there's some key factors here, especially at that wide receiver position, that we need to wait on Sunday news, all right? For the Saints, Derek Carr is out yet again with that oblique. Nick Saldevry, guard, he's going to be out. Cesar Ruiz is fine. Cedric Wilson Jr., who had a big game last week, is out. That's crazy. He finally had a good game in, and now he's out. Going up against the Chargers here. Marshawn Lattimore is going to be fine, and Spencer Rattler is going to be fine as well. He will be the starter for the Saints, and frankly, he gives them the best chance, all right? He's the best guy to be able to move this football and move this offense here, despite the fact that they are missing a lot of guys on that offensive side of the ball, all right? Looking at this matchup here, Saints decimated, especially without their leader, and they've been on a torrid losing pace here. 5 games in a row, as you can see, they have lost. Chargers, heartbreaking. It was a hard, tough fight against the Cardinals. They came up short, and they were not able to get this offense flowing here, and that was a major factor. Also, they weren't able to get the running game going, which Arizona, you thought they would, but they really stood up, and it's a perfect matchup here going up against the New Orleans Saints, who are 30th in rushing yards against per game. Almost dead last, all right? Almost dead last here. They're giving up 146 yards per game, all right? The key factor in beating in the Chargers winning, all right, obviously here, is to have that run game going. So J.K. Dobbins, Kamani Vidal, that 1-2 punch can get started, all right? So this is a perfect bounce back spot here for the Chargers at home. I'm really liking them to win this game. The question comes down to this point spread, all right? For this one here, I am going to lean towards the Chargers to cover this 7. I think back at home here, relying on that run game, this defense is pretty solid. I think they can force Rattler into some situations where this number can get covered at 7. And if I'm relying on solid run game, a good defense, and going up against a rookie quarterback here, I'm going to believe in Jim Harbaugh in this defense, all right? It's very, very scary here with Joey Bosa coming back as well. For the over-under, I will lean towards the over 41 very slightly. I could probably see this game 28-14. The over, I could see that very similar here in this particular environment and cover that over 41. And the Chargers win by more than 7. All right, so we're gonna go clean sweep here. Chargers minus 350. Chargers to cover on the backs of J.K. Dobbins on a very solid game. Kamani Vidal should get some love as well in the run game. And the over on the 41. In Lumen Field here, Seattle Seahawks 4-3. Going up against the Buffalo Bills 5-2. We're looking at the current odds here. Bills are road favorites, minus 160 on that money line with the comeback of the Seahawks at a plus 135. Point spread at 3. Total points at 45.5. Full game bet, public bet percentage here, 85% of the bets, 84% of the money, all over Buffalo. Point spread, 66% of the bets, 76% of the money, all over the Buffalo to cover the 3. And for the total points, we have 82% of the bets, 72% of the money towards the over 45. Love that over 45. I'm telling you that right now. Looking at that injury report here between these two teams, the Bills are going to be without some significant pieces on defense. Terrell Bernard, linebacker, he's going to be out. Dwayne Carter, D tackle, he's going to be out. Darrington Evans, backup running back, he's going to be out as well. Curtis Samuel is going to be out. And that's all for the Bills. For the Seattle Seahawks, DK Metcalf, big knee injury here. He's doubtful. He's not going to play. Q tag on Trey Brown. He's trending towards playing. He got a full practice on Friday. Nehemiah Pritchett here. Got in a limited on Thursday, but 2 DNPs on Wednesday and Friday. He got a Q tag. George Fant looking like he's going to be okay to play. Cameron Young, D tackle, he's doubtful. Mike Morris, he's questionable in this game. All right, so the key factor here with the Seahawks are they're getting back their cornerbacks. All right, we were waiting for 2 weeks here for Reek Woolen, their #1 cornerback, to play. He's going to be back with that ankle issue. And this secondary is looking back to full strength. Earlier in the season, they had a lot of injuries with the DN and linebacker like Leonard Williams, Boye Mafe. All those guys, they're going to be fine and back in this game. So this defense is looking a little bit whole. This is a very strong unit as well. Bills, on the other hand, are seeing some issues on that D line and at the linebacker position. Okay, so this key factor here between the Bills and the Seahawks, I believe, will come down to the run game. If we're looking at fantasy points allowed to opposing running backs, the better running back on the field will be Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker has been phenomenal this season. And looking at the Buffalo Bills' Achilles heel has been the run game. They have not been able to stop opposing running backs. 27th overall, 17th in the red zone. They're giving up 105 yards per game, 4.8 yards a carry, 54 receiving yards. All right. Ken Walker has been a 3-down back for the Seattle Seahawks this season. Super explosive. He can take any run all the way to the house. And also for the Seattle Seahawks, the reason why their numbers are slightly raised is because of the issue that they had with all the injuries at the first 4 games of the season with DNs and linebackers. They played better defense as of late the last couple games, getting their guys back healthy, all right? But they have, if you're looking at the stats, 129 yards total and 5.2 yards to carry. So it's going to be very prevalent here from both sides to stop the run, okay? If we're looking at secondaries, I clearly think that the Seattle Seahawks secondary is much better than the Buffalo Bills, okay? With Reek Woolen, Witherspoon, and to go along with this D-line that they have as well. All right, so I think the value in this game, we're going to fade the public and fade the sharps here. Give me the Seattle Seahawks at +3. That's going to be the top play, giving them a very good chance to win this game at home. We're going to take the home underdog here, and I love the over on the 45.5. I expect tons of points here in this Bills-Seattle game. Definitely something, a game that you should target for the over. All right, let me say it one more time. Seattle Seahawks, I like them on the money line. The best bet is +3 and the over on 45.5. In Empower Field at Mile High here, Denver Broncos 4-3. Going against the Carolina Panthers 1-6. Looking at the odds here, wow. -600 on the money line for the Broncos. Obviously, you're not taking that straight up. Panthers +450 with the comeback on the money line. Point spread set at 11. Total points set at 41. All right. Public bet percentage here, obviously, all over the Broncos. And it's a reason why, and we'll talk about it in that injury report, that pretty much sets up this whole entire game. Okay. So 98% of the bets, 96% of the money on Denver. For the point spread, 73% of the bets, 83% of the money on Denver to cover the 11. And for the total points, 81% of the bets, but 61% of the money on the over 41. All right. For the injury report, Denver is pretty clean here. Safety PJ Locke is the only guy that's going to be out of this game. Patrick Surtain is fine and back in this game. He missed the last one. The tackle position is looking fine for Denver as well. Panthers are absolutely decimated, all right? Andy Dalton had a car crash. I hope he comes back soon. He's doubtful. Dane Jackson, cornerback, doubtful. Deontay Johnson, out. Nick Scott, safety, out. Jonathan Brooks, their rookie running back, doubtful. Jordan Fuller, safety, out. Adam Thielen, still out. DJ Wonnum, linebacker, out. Jamie Robinson, safety, out. This team is absolutely decimated here on both sides of the football. This team has given up, and they're going back to Bryce Young. All right, so this is going to be a clear-cut sweep here. Obviously money line, but we're not taking that. You're taking the Broncos -11. Okay, Broncos -11. If you want to bump it up to 14, go ahead, be my guest. This should be a domination here. Javonte Williams is obviously in a very good position to get touchdowns. This is one of the worst run defenses in the league as well. So be all over that run game for the Broncos. Give me the cover of 11 points and give me the under on 41. Panthers are going to struggle to score. Bryce Young is still in the learning experience. We'll see if he can improve. Maybe he can get a touchdown drive. But this is going to be complete domination here for the Broncos. In Allegiant Stadium here, Las Vegas Raiders 2-5. Going against the Kansas City Chiefs, undefeated 6-0. AFC West battle. These two teams are very, very familiar with each other. Looking at the odds, -500 on the money line for the Chiefs with the comeback of the Raiders at a +375. Point spread at a 9. All right, that point spread is coming down. It was 10, now it is at 9. Total points 41.5. Public bet percentage here, 98% of the bets, 96% of the money on the Chiefs. All over the money line here. Point spread, 85% of the bets, 62% of the money on the side of the Chiefs to cover that 9. Sharps are looking at that Las Vegas Raiders +9. All right, as you can see, that 38% for the total points, 85% of the bets, 78% of the money towards the over 41.5. Looking at the injury report here for the Raiders, we have a Q tag on Harrison Bryant. All DNPs. With that elbow issue, that's fine if he's going to be out. The main guy here for the Raiders is Brock Bowers, the future Travis Kelce. He has come onto the scene this year as a rookie and already top 2 tight end. Already. He has looked phenomenal this season. A positive note here, Max Crosby's going to be fine for this game. Q tags on Eichenberg, Muaga, and Jacoby Myers. Having Jacoby Myers there is going to be very key at the wide receiver position. They did not have him last week. All right. Dylan Parham, guard, will be out this game, and the starting QB will be Gardner Minshew. Okay. Gardner Minshew does have upside here. He can have one of those splash games. Remember, if you remember last year with the Colts, he would have these big games, over 300 yards, getting Michael Pittman involved and leading the Colts to a win. So Gardner Minshew is still dangerous. Okay. No, don't think this is a cupcake game. All right. Chiefs. Michael Dana, DN, out yet again. It's been 3 weeks in a row. And Juju Smith-Schuster is out with a hamstring. He dealt with like last week. Sorry. So it really forced the Chiefs there to go out and get DeAndre Hopkins. So big plus there to the wide receiver core for the Kansas City Chiefs, going out and getting I think he's a Hall of Famer, DeAndre Hopkins. Finally gets a much-deserved quarterback, all right, in Patrick Mahomes, all right. This game here is very dangerous. I'm telling you this right now. If we're looking at the last 15 games, the Chiefs, all right, you know what's the funny part? The Chiefs have been literally on, 11-game winning streak, 12-game winning streak. They have not lost. Look at this. All right, they beat 49ers. They beat the Saints. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Falcons. They beat the Bengals. They beat the Baltimore Ravens. They beat the 49ers again. That was the Super Bowl. All this includes the playoff wins. They have not lost since last December 25th against this very team here in the Las Vegas Raiders. They lost to Aiden O'Connell. All right, this is an in-division matchup. You got a home underdog in-division game. This is closer than what you expect. I'm all over the +9. +9, I don't care if it drops down to +7. Take it. Right now, top play of the whole entire slate. Raiders +9. We're going to be all over that there. In-division matchup. This is the very team that you lost. You haven't lost to this team. You haven't. The last time you lost was against this very team, is what I meant to say here. Raiders are in a very good spot here. I think this is a ton of value, and I'm fading the public, and I'm fading the sharps. All right, so +9 on the Raiders with the idea that they can get this win. All right, so if you want to sprinkle that +375, it is very juicy, and it could be a big parlay piece as well. All right, so Raiders money line, Raiders +9, and we're going to go with the over 41.5 on the total. Could be a special matchup here. Northwest Stadium here. Washington Commanders 5-2, Chicago Bears 4-2 in this one. Looking at the odds, Bears are road favorites, -160 on the money line, with the comeback of the Commanders at a +135. Point spread at a 2.5. Total points set at 44.5. Public bet percentage here, 55% of the bets, 59% of the money on the side of the underdog, home dog here in the Commanders. Point spread, 62% of the bets, 59% of the money on the side of Washington to cover that 2.5. And for the total points, 84% of the bets, 73% of the money towards the over 44.5 in this total. All right. Before we even get into the injury report, we're really waiting on news about Jayden Daniels. All right. Obviously, he had that rib issue in the previous game, and this is supposed to be a very prime matchup here for two top 5 picks here at the quarterback position in the same draft class in Caleb Williams and Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels, I think they're doing this on purpose, just to keep the Bears guessing and not really prepare for one particular quarterback. Jayden Daniels did get a limited practice in, so we're going to find out Sunday morning if they're going to give him a go or let him sit this game out. So we're going to see what happens there. Brandon Coleman, tackle, he's going to be out. We're waiting on news about Jayden Daniels. All right, that's all for the Commanders. For the Bears, they're going to be missing 2 key D-backs here in Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon. Both of those guys are going to be out. Everyone else for the Bears are going to be fine in this particular game. This really is predicated on news about Jayden Daniels in this game. Obviously, we really would like him to play so we can see Caleb go against Jayden. Highly anticipated matchup. Offensive-wise, I would lean more towards Jayden Daniels if he plays. Marcus Mariota is the backup quarterback. He is nowhere near Jayden Daniels. He does have upside with his legs, so he could probably facilitate this offense. He did fine last week when Daniels was hurt. If we're looking at a spot to exploit here, the Washington Commanders have struggled against opposing wide receivers. 27th overall, 28th in the red zone, giving up almost 150 yards a game and almost 1.4 TDs a game. As well here, a spot that the Bears can attack here. They can attack through the air, and they can attack with the running back position with DeAndre Swift and Roschon Johnson, because the Commanders, 19th overall and 22nd in the red zone. They're giving up 115 yards a game to the running back position and 5.2 yards a carry as well. So this Bears team can really get things going, rushing the football and passing the football. We saw Caleb play much better the past couple weeks against the Rams, Carolina, and especially against Jacksonville. Commanders had a big win over Carolina, but it's coming down to Jayden Daniels here. The defense obviously is going to be on the side of the Bears. They have a very good front. They have a front everything, all right? There's a very good defense here in the Bears. They, like I said, they are dealing with some issues there in the DB department. But if Marcus Mariota is going to be the starting quarterback, that's going to be a big factor. So technically, right now, if you want to find out my official play on this, you're going to have to wait for Patreon and sign up for that. But right now, with the information that I'm given, that's been shown, I'm going to have to go with the Bears in this one. All right, Bears road favorites here. I'm going to have to go with them and go against the grain. Give me them on the money line. Give me them to cover the 2.5. And either if Jayden Daniels are in or out, I like the over 44.5 in this game. Last but not least here, we're in Levi Stadium. San Francisco 49ers 3-4. Dallas Cowboys 3-3. Can the Cowboys get the 49ers monkey off their back? It's a perfect spot here. We're talking about, this is not the playoffs, but this is definitely a do or die matchup. 49ers on the money line, -225 with the comeback of the Cowboys at a +180. Point spread at 4.5. Total points set at 47. All right. Public bet percentage here, 89% of the bets, 64% of the money towards the San Francisco 49ers. For the point spread, 52% of the bets, 55% of the money on the side of the Cowboys to cover. And for the total, 76% of the bets and 69% of the money towards the over 47, okay? Injury report here for the 49ers and the Cowboys, all right? There's already a ton of guys out for the season for the 49ers. No CMC. He's not out for the season, but he's trending towards coming back, but just not yet, all right? They just lost Brandon Ayuk to the year. as well. Kevin Givens, D lineman, he's going to be out. Jawan Jennings, he's going to be out. Kittle's popped up on this injury report here. Got injured in the last game. Didn't practice Wednesday. Limited on Thursday and Friday. We'll see if he's okay to go on Sunday morning. So stick to news on that. Jake Moody is out, so they're dealing with a backup kicker that could be a major factor here in this game. Deebo Samuel, wrist and that pneumonia. He's fine and back in practice, limited on Thursday and Friday. We'll see how he feels in this game, all right? Dealing with that type of respiratory injury there. It could affect him, obviously, pneumonia, dealing with the lungs, all right? So we'll see how he is on Sunday. George Odom, safety, he's questionable. And DeMarde Lenore, he's going to be questionable as well with another illness, okay? For the Dallas Cowboys, Deron Bland, out. Micah Parsons, out. One of their obviously their best pass rusher. Jordan Phillips, out. John Stevens, backup tight end, he's going to be out as well, all right? If you want me to, I'm not going to do it, but I could pick apart this team here in the Dallas Cowboys, all right? This is more not looking at stats. This is a spot game. This is a 100% spot game. The Cowboys have been embarrassed, all right? That was an all-time bad performance there against the Detroit Lions, losing 47-9. This team, this is a must-win situation. You had 2 weeks to prepare for this game against the San Francisco 49ers, who you tend to struggle with time in and time out. They have to get this game, all right? This is a must-win situation for the Cowboys. Like I said, 2 weeks rest. McCarthy, as a coach, you got to have your guys ready, all right? Where's Trevon Diggs? Can he step up, all right? Can he make a play? Where's Trevon Diggs? I haven't seen this man, all right? They're going to need one of his pick sixes to come through here. This is a perfect spot. 49ers are 31st in the league with rest desperation here. Talking about rest disadvantage, all right? Time in and time out. They're going up against teams on a turnaround here. They're not getting much rest. This is a clear plus rest factor here for the Cowboys. They needed it badly, all right? Can they get this run game going with Rico Dowdle? They re-put in Dalvin Cook. He's been installed into the offense. They took him off the practice squad here. He's probably going to get a touch or two, but they need to get Rico Dowdle going in the run game, and they need to get the ball to CeeDee Lamb. They have a clear advantage there at the wide receiver position here. Dak to CeeDee Lamb. They got to get to their bread and butter. I'm all over the Cowboys here. I'm going to go against the 49ers. This is a must-win spot situation for the Cowboys. They cannot lose this game. We're going to be going on the Cowboys. Take advantage of the injured 49ers while you can right now. This is a perfect opportunity to do so. So give me the Cowboys plus 4.5. And if they have a chance to win this game, this defense is going to have to make some big plays, all right? Obviously, no Brandon Ayuk, no Jawan Jennings. You only have to worry about Deebo, who's coming back from pneumonia, and an injured Kittle. So this is a very good opportunity to take advantage of the 49ers. All right, Cowboys plus 4.5 in the under 47. Those are going to be our selections for the late slate on Sunday. Let me know in that comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? We can definitely debate about that down below. If you guys want to sign up and get connected to this community here in the Patreon, that's provided down below in the description section. You're getting daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This your boy, Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.